We are starting this day with a nice, wet and miserable looking day. So I was going to go out and do the rest of the garden, but because it's raining, I thought I'll try and tackle a bit of the indoors, and Lord knows it needs it. So I took the boys to Brands Hatch on the Sunday, but the Saturday prior I was doing the garden and painting the fence. And not only that, I was getting everything prepped and ready for Brands Hatch. So the house didn't get any attention whatsoever by myself. So I'm going to tackle it, but I'm feeling absolutely awful in this video, so I do apologise the fact that I'm in my PJs. I'm feeling dreadful. This is a bag that we brought back from Brands Hatch with all the snacks and stuff that, honestly, I take so much snacks. Like, you can never have enough snacks. You can't have enough snacks, you can't have enough wipes or hand sanitizer. I'm terrible. I took all the sun sprays and sun creams galore. Didn't need it. It was freezing. It was absolutely freezing because of the wind, and it was so cloudy. But yeah, so I didn't use that whatsoever. But it's been a very manic few days. So my intention was to have a really good clean up inside the house. And then, yeah, something happened, which meant I spent the entire day yesterday not eating, not drinking, going completely insane, and not making myself very well in the process, but we'll get to that anyway. So my usual, get the dishwasher unloaded because it's usually on the night before, and same as the washing machine, it's usually on the night before, so that you get up in the morning and you've got clean dishes and clean clovages. Yes. But I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. How was everybody else's bank holiday? Did you get up to much? What did you do? I mean, we don't always have to do something on a bank holiday. Just because it's classed as bank holiday and everybody assumes that that's the time where everyone's going to go out and do something, either really amazing or they're going to have a great day somewhere and whatnot. But you don't have to. You know, you could have amazing or great days or whatever any time of the week. Anytime that you choose that you've got available. There's a load of sandy, gritty stuff in that towel from Brands Hatch. The mud inside my car and all the dusty stuff up because all the track spurs off because I parked next to the track. And yeah, it's an absolute sight. It needs a clean badly. But yeah, we don't have to have be told on our calendar as to when we can have a day. We can make that day any day we choose. But at the moment, my day is collecting up endless shoes around the house. Look at them all. Look, I'm just launching them. Yeah, they're mine. But I'm still launching them. You want to see my boots from the day? Like, they were black. It's not showing too much. But they are completely dusty as hell. But I do need to give them a proper good clean, but I'm just not doing it right now. They need a clean as well, but they're not going to get that clean right now because I can't dedicate my day to sitting there scrubbing shoes, although I did have to do Oscar's because they were pretty bad. He went close up to a certain point of the track and wanted to take a photo, and he thought that the mud was dry. The ground and everything was dry, but this particular spot that he stepped in, it wasn't. His whole foot and his ankle was covered in mud. I was like, oh, great. It's going to be good fun trying to get that. Oh, it's a new comfort thing I'm using. Oh, can't remember what it's called. I should have zoomed in on it. They got this really nice, fresh smelling comfort. And they've got the gel that goes with it as well. So I've got the gel and I've also got the conditioner. I would like to get the other bits, but I'm not going to do it right now because I've already got Daz. There's just absolutely no point in me spending money on what I don't need to be spending my money on. I'm trying to save, although it's proving extremely difficult. Always something coming up. You know, you always think, oh, it's all right. Save 100 quid this week. Pop that aside. Have it hidden or withdraw it in cash and hide it somewhere in my wardrobe, you know, or wherever. And then you're like, no, something's going to stop me from doing that. There's always something that you need to do. And you just think, I'm sure. Literally, I'm sure. When I calculate things, so we all do it, don't we? We have a little notebook or something and we work out our ins and our outgoings. And you think, oh, I'm all right this month. But it never, ever turns out that way. Ever. And I don't understand it. I can literally work everything out so that I can save a certain amount of money for holiday and feel like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is fine. This is a breeze. I'm going to be all right. But for some reason, it never happens. I'm just like, how on earth have I ended up skint and not knowing how I'm going to make it till next week? Yet, if I look at my calculations, I should be absolutely fine for the rest of the month. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, yes, vacuuming up the old worktops before I give them a clean, because it's the quickest and easiest way. And yeah, there's plenty of crumbs to go round. I left really early in the morning on the Sunday. Left at 7, got there just after 8. Normally it's supposed to take between an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes, but the road was clear. That road was mine. I literally got myself up there. I was like, oh, yes, look at us go. Very different on the way back though, very different. So I have a really bad, I've mentioned it before, I get really scared of motorways and I don't like driving in places that I don't know. So if I'm new to an area and I'm suddenly put in it, then I really don't cope. Anyway, the boys were starving when we came out of there because the food huts that were right next to us at Brands Hatch were, I would say, unhygienic. None of them had their hair tied up. They didn't look very clean in their hair either. They were flicking it around all over the place. None of them wore gloves, and they charged you £10 a burger. £9.95 if you wanted a basic hamburger, which looked as flat as a McDonald's hamburger. So I was like, no. I said to the boys, if you want one, you can have one. And they were like, nah, we want a McDonald's. So I said, okay, on the way home then, because we've got more food in here than we've got at home, in this car right now, I'll get you McDonald's on the way home. And so that's what they did. They popped it in on the old sat nav on the car. I said, search Uckfield, because I know there's a McDonald's there. I said, type in Uckfield and we'll get there. I'll take you to that one. I didn't realise it was going to take me on a route I've never been before. And I wasn't happy. It took me all the way through Royal Tunbridge Wells, through Crowborough, and then down to Uckfield. I was absolutely terrified. I hated it. I was having flipping panic attacks at the wheel. And I don't know if I've been caught by speed cameras by doing like 31 in a 30 or I don't know what, but my goodness me, it was a horrendous drive. I just don't feel comfortable in areas I don't know. I don't like it. And yeah, it makes me panic. So if I'm driving somewhere I know, all is well. All is very well. The second I'm out of my comfort zone, it's like absolute panic stations, as if the road's going to be any different. You know, you're not going to come across a whole new, rule to driving. The lights still work as they do in your area. The road signs are still the same, but it's just something about not knowing is awful. But I made it through. Once I got past Crowborough, I was like, I know where we're going now. We're all good. I know. So I got some McDonald's on the way home and then got home and we were absolutely worn out. But this happened. Did you see that little thing running out from under the trampoline? And then the big ginger cat. That's my cat sleeping. This mess I'm tackling today. So Panzer was underneath the trampoline. Panzer doesn't stay out at night because she's still a tiny little baby, bless her heart. She is 10 months old. And although she's neutered, microchipped and all that, I still don't like her being out at night. It scares me. And we do have a bully cat, which you just saw chase her. And he's massive. He's like jacked. Like, Jesus Christ, he's like Jack Ginger. Ginger Ninja jacked. He runs underneath the trampoline and chases her out. And the noise, I didn't add it in here because it's absolutely awful. The screaming was horrendous. So I think he got her on the fence. Well, we spent ages trying to find her. I spent from 7:30 in the morning until almost 11 o'clock at night doing nothing but climbing my fence, walking on the roof of the summer house, calling out to her, going around the neighbours, going around the back streets, putting up posts on Facebook. If you are on any of the same Facebook pages as me, then you probably see my post if I go up, and contacting people, contacting vets. And I was going out my mind. So I didn't eat, I didn't settle, I didn't drink. I was just literally a wreck all day because I just wanted to know Panzer was okay. Like, I felt like I couldn't go on and do stuff because she wasn't here and I didn't know where she was or whether she was hurt or... So I just kept calling her and listening out. And then I was getting all these tips, put use litter out the back or contents of your vacuum cleaner out the back because it's a strong smell that cats can pick up on. But what I did is I got all the cats in because I was so tired about 11 o'clock. I couldn't keep my eyes open. What I did was I got all the cats in so that they didn't trigger off the security cameras we got. And I turned up the notification volume really, really loud, stayed in my clothes, laid down on the sofa with my phone right by my head. So if the notification went off, I could just get straight up. And it did. So I leaped in the air, opened up the back door. I didn't see her, but I heard her little meow and she came in. Oh my gosh. My little pan, worried sick. I must have been driving the neighbours absolutely mad. At one point, some woman slammed her back door, and not surprised because all they would have heard is me going, Pan, every 2 seconds. Literally. I'd do it, then I'd listen, I'd look around, and then I'd do it again. Over and over and over for absolute hours. Yes. But she's home, she's safe, she's well. And in fact, she's asleep still upstairs and she's eaten loads. She ate so much food when she came in, threw it all back up and then ate loads more. So she's obviously starving. God love her. I'm glad she's okay. But my mum's cat has been, at this time, missing for 3 days. And her cat went up onto Facebook also. And he came home the following morning of Panda coming home. And she contacted me today and said she's going to get him to the vet because he's really not well. He's an old cat. We rescued him together over a decade ago. And, oh yeah, I've just sprayed some orange and cranberry, I think it is. Yeah, I know it's a festive smell, but I don't care as long as it smells better than what my front room smells like right now. It smells like a rat's ass. Yes, so I sprayed some Soflora with warm water all over those and you can smell it when you walk in. Oh, it's beaut. It is. It's absolutely beaut. Smells festive in here. Yeah, Nick's going to come home from work and go, when the hell did Christmas come about? I haven't been that work at that long. Like, yeah, you have. It's December, mate. We're ready for Christmas. Actually, no, we're not. We're not. Yeah, so she asked me to take her down to the vet. So in between filming this, I'm back and forth at the vet with my mum for her cat because he's really poorly. So while I'm doing this, he is on a, what do you call it? Where they put them on the drip, get the fluids up and whatnot. And they were taking bloods from him just to see. And he's a beautiful boy. Bless him. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so I was back and forth all over the place this morning trying to get fuel, stuck in traffic. You know when you're stuck in, am I the only one stuck in traffic? And you sit there and you think, I'm wasting my life. I'm literally sat here wasting my life. Does anybody else also have this where if anything bad's going on in your life, you refuse to listen to music? Oh yeah, I left notes around the house for the boys to find if, when they wake up. If they woke up before me, Panzer's home. Because they were absolutely beside themselves. They were knocking on doors and all sorts, bless them. Oh, it's so funny. Jensen was going around with a pouch around the streets around us and he had cats following him, like strangers' cats, because he was trying to shake the pouch and call her. And I saw him, I was like, Jensen, you got cats following you? He's like, yeah, they want the pouch. Bless them. But yeah, if there's anything bad going on in life, I don't like to listen to music because I feel like even though I may not be taking any notice of the music that's playing, if the bad doesn't get better, then I feel like when I hear that song or any of those songs in the future, it's going to remind me of that time. So I avoid anything like that. Even like a TV show. Like I wouldn't start watching a TV show if I was going for a really bad patch because it will remind me. While I watch it again, the theme music, anything like that, and it sounds really mad, sound like a delicate little flower, but it's just how I am. I just don't like it. I don't like, to this day, when my hamster died when I was like 7, there was an Annie Lennox song, and I can't remember what it is, but it came out in the charts, and every time I hear it, still to this day, I'm 40 this month, and I was 7 at the time, I still can't listen to that song because it reminds me of how I felt at that time, absolutely beside myself with heartache over my little hamster. Yeah, anyway, so I'm having a big clean up and I'm trying to do as much as I can, but I haven't been able to do as much as I need to do because I then get a phone call from my brother to say we can go down to the vets now. And when he said, we can go down to the vets now, I knew that something wasn't right. Bless them. And it absolutely tore my heart apart to see my mum and my brother crying. So they could go down to the vets, but they couldn't do anything for him. He was too unwell. So sadly, he was popped to sleep. And we all know, what that's like. We've all had that awful, awful time in our lives where we get these animals, we love them to pieces and their family, and you'll do anything for them. You look after them better than you look after yourself. And then the next minute you have to say goodbye to them. And it is the most horrendous feeling. And I absolutely dread it. I dread it with all mine. The hamsters, the guinea pigs, my dog, the cats. I dread it. So I'm just going to quickly finish up, mop the floors, take the rubbish out. And yeah, obviously, once I got the phone call, I was out straight after. This wasn't the intention, was to finish here. But I really hope you're all really, really well. And I will see you lovely, lovely fine people in my next one.